Hi everybody, I'm Ryan, Pat's brother and best man. And I'd just like to start out by thanking Julie's parents, Ron and Deb, and then my parents, Dave and Denise, for putting this wedding on and all their hard work that they've done. And for all of you for coming to share in the celebration of Julie and Pat. I'd also like to give a special shout out to those of you in the audience who knew in advance that I was going to be giving a couple words tonight. Thank you for still coming. I'm sure Pat appreciates it. So I've known Pat almost my whole life. I don't really have many memories before he came along, so it's always seemed like I've had a twin, just one who was a couple years younger and in a different grade. Being the older brother had a lot of advantages. I loved being the older brother, but now that I'm in my 30s and Patrick isn't, being the younger brother is starting to look just a little bit more attractive. So, the thing to remember about Pat, no matter how long you've known him, is that when he says he's going to do something, he does it. For example, several years ago, we were on a family vacation to Disney World, and he decided that he was going to go to Animal Kingdom. And he asked me to come along, and I'm thinking, great. We get to spend some quality time, brother to brother, away from our parents a little bit, and this is going to be some great quality time. So, for those of you who don't necessarily know about this, at Disney World, you take a bus from your resort to the hotel, and we were staying at the Disney Resort. And the bus comes every 20 minutes or so, and you wait right in front of the doors of your resort. So we walk outside, there's no bus, nobody waiting around. It looks like the next bus isn't going to come for quite a while. And so I think I'll be really helpful. I'll go right back in the hotel, I'll get a park map, it'll be great, we'll be able to know what to ride first, things to do in advance. So I go back in, about 40 seconds later I come right out, and I see the bus go right on past. And I'm thinking, oh no, we missed the bus. But we didn't miss the bus. I missed the bus. I look up, I see Pat sitting by the window by himself, eyes straight ahead. He doesn't even wave. But I do get a text that says, see ya. So with a brother, you always have a special bond and a special rivalry. So I used to call Pat the General and joke that anytime we'd compete in something, he'd very quickly surrender. That could be in a snowball fight, score gun battles, Age of Empires, or simply straight up wrestling. Pat might have a different recollection about how often he surrendered. And if you really want to know how those wrestling matches went, only one of us was athletic enough to join the wrestling team, and it was Pat. Flash forward a couple years, and along comes Julie. I met Julie a couple times during the summer that they met, but I didn't really get a chance to know her until she and Pat came to visit me in Chicago one weekend in November 2016. They left on Friday, took an all-night Amtrak train, got there Saturday, and left on Sunday. Before she left, Julie really excitedly told me that was going to be her first trip on Amtrak. When she got there, she told me that was going to be her last trip on Amtrak. But in Chicago, I got to see them really interact for quite a bit. And the way that she looked at him, the way he looked at her, and you could tell in those moments that they were right for each other, that she was the one for Pat and that he was the one for Julie. And that kind of sense has only been confirmed over time. To be fair, Patrick, in meeting Julie, has gotten a little bit domesticated. So for instance, not long after they moved in together, I asked Pat whether he cooks, and he said, yes, I cook all the time. I make really great food. And then Julie said, Pat, you don't even know how to boil a pot of water. But with Pat and with Julie, the one thing that I do know about those two, and about Pat in particular, is when he says he's going to do something, he means it. And so this afternoon, when he said, I do, in the beautiful church that they were married in, he meant it. And I'd just like to raise this glass to to this wonderful couple. The best brother anyone could hope for, and the best sister too.